Hello everyone, today we are ready with another important topic, that is writing power. Yes, writing with power. If you have power, you can write very well. So let us see what is that power that you once get, you are going to write superbly. So let us get started with writing power. So power. Yes, power. It's POWER, power. P for plan, O for organize, W for write, E for editing, R for revising. So if you have power, you can write very well. So let's start with P, that is plan. Yes, first step in writing is to plan. Plan means getting your thoughts on down on the paper. That is free write, brainstorm, make notes. So this is what is planning. This is what we call pre-writing strategy. Then organize, O for organize. In organizing step, you have to go through some sort of techniques. There, for example, listing, outlining, charting, mapping. So these are what? These are the steps. These are the tools used for organizing your write-up. Whether it is essay or letter, whatever write-up you are going to write, this is what you are going to do. Write. The third is write. W for write. Putting your ideas and thoughts together, sentences and paragraphs. This is the third stage where you are going to start writing. Start writing according to your plan and organization. Then after finishing write, there comes the stage with E, that is editing, correcting grammar and punctuation, proofreading symbols. Whatever you have written, go through it and give it a final look so that you can understand what are the errors that you have committed in it. Because when you are writing, there are two things that are happening in our mind. When we are writing, if you are going to focus on ideas, then your brain works on ideas, and the brain is not focusing about the errors, the grammatical errors, the punctuation marks, whatever errors are, unconsciously our brain is not focusing that. But if you are going to focus on grammar and punctuation while writing, then you will not generate the ideas. So our brain is one-sided at the time. So unconsciously we make some mistakes grammatical. So when you are going to go at the stage of editing, it is going to really help you to remove those errors. Then comes R, that is revising, rewriting or rearranging sentences to make sense. So this is the last stage of power. Now let us discuss all these stages, especially P and O, plan and organize. In this video, we will be focusing on planning and organizing the ideas for essay, for letter or any kind of a write-up. So let's get started with plan and organization. Yes, plan includes brainstorming, discussing, free writing, looping, organize, listing, outlining, charting, mapping. So let's get started with first thing, that is brainstorming. So brainstorming comes in the phase of planning. So what do we do when we get the topic? We must brainstorm. So brainstorming means thinking of as many ideas as possible in a short amount of time. Write down your ideas so that you don't forget them. Write down everything that comes to your mind. Don't worry about sorting out good and bad ideas. So at this stage, whatever is in your mind, whatever is generating in your mind, you just jot down roughly so that you are going to fix everything later on. So you have to not care about a right or wrong idea, relevant or irrelevant idea. Just jot down whatever comes in your mind. Now example of brainstorming, for example, topic is what would I do with $1 million? So whatever comes in your mind, travel, Europe, Asia, South America, pay off our house, share, give a scholarship, donate to charities, buy a lot of books, invest, save and let the interest grow. So these are the various ideas coming in your brain. You have to just throw it out. You have to just put those on the paper before sorting it out. The other thing for generating ideas is discussing. Yes, in planning you discuss. Discussing is similar to brainstorming, but you do it with a partner or a group. Ask one person to write down the ideas. Write down everything that group members say related to the topic. Don't worry about sorting out good and bad ideas. So this is one of the way of generating the ideas. Example, discuss the following question with a partner or a group. Well, what do you think are the most important event in person's life? Starting school, getting married, etc. Why are they important? So this is how you are going to pose the question so that a discussion can be triggered. So that discussion get started, so there is a thread going on and new ideas are coming. And they may be relevant, they may be irrelevant. But sorting out stage is the next one. But this is the stage to generate ideas. Another one way of the generating ideas is free writing. Free writing is like pouring out all of your thoughts onto paper. Whatever is being generated in your brain, just start writing. This is free writing without taking care of your grammar, relevance, irrelevance of ideas. Example, free write for on the following topic. What is the most frightening experience you have ever had? So you just get started, take pen and paper, start writing over that. So this is what the free writing is all about. So looping, this is another technique. Looping begins with free writing. It can help you narrow a topic. Choose the best idea, word or a phrase from what you wrote. Underline or circle it. Take that idea and begin free writing again. Repeat the process at least one more time. Follow all the rules for free writing. Listing. Listing is similar to brainstorming. The idea is to write down as many things as possible. Use single words or phrases, not sentences. Listing works well for descriptive writing. Don't worry about spelling or sorting out good and bad ideas. Just get started with the write-up. Example, topic, describe your favorite room in the house, apartment where you live. Kitchen, dining area, white tile, walls, countertops, flood of sunlight, healthy plants, sturdy pine furniture, glass door, view of lawn and trees. This is how you create the list for description. Then later on in the second stage, you go on describing it by sorting out. Let's move to another very important stage, that is outlining. Yes, outlining is the part of organization, and making outlines for any writer is like having a skeleton. The way the skeleton is important for human body to assemble the all parts in a proper order, outlining is must. So outlining means giving your essay, your letter, your write-up a shape. You give it a design. You give it a shape. And according to that shape, you are going to put the ideas and things required wherever they are required. It's like human body. If skeleton is misplaced, you are going to misplace the human organ wherever they are required to be. So it is very important to have proper outline. So outlining is a more organized form of pre-writing than the others we discussed. It can be used after you have generated ideas through brainstorming, free writing or other pre-writing techniques. So it is the stage to sort out relevant, irrelevant, good or bad ideas into a sequence. It works well for structured types of writing such as essays. So if you are writing essay, it will help you certainly. In many of the exams, even the examiners demand the outlines. For CSS exam, it is compulsory to have outlines because outlines are the roadmap to the examiner. They will travel through your essay by the help of outlines, and this will decide that how relevantly have you written. So let's move on. You can use complete sentences, but you don't have to. So it should be in a point form. You can write it by bulleted. There should be a title, subtitle, there should be points, subpoints. So this is how outlines works. Charting. Sometimes you will want to organize your ideas for writing in a chart. Charting for comparison, contrast, writing, or examining advantages or disadvantages. Many different kinds of charts depending on your topic and the kind of writing. So charting is one of the technique. For example, living with family, living with roommates. Now advantages and disadvantages. Now you have created a chart. For example, advantages: may not pay rent, meals, different ages. More independence, social interaction. Disadvantages: less independence, rules, rent, cooking, shopping, noise in a living with roommates. So this is how you create a charting. So mapping, yes, this is called a mind mapping or webbing, we call that. So it is very important. Mapping, sometimes called semantic idea mapping or webbing, is another way to organize your ideas. Start with your topic in the center and branch out from there with related ideas. Just put a topic at the center, make a circle of it. Okay, you can have different graphic organizers. For example, for mapping, we commonly use a circular kind of graphic organizer. So there are so many graphic organizers used for mind mapping. So you can use those graphic organizers. Use words and phrases, not complete sentences. Okay, so let's do the example of mapping. Example of mapping. Never stop learning. Okay, my future. This is the topic, my future. Now around this, we have created different thoughts, ideas, maybe relevant or irrelevant. Just write my future, circle it, whatever comes in your mind, note that and make a web-like structure so that you can have lots of ideas. They may be relevant, they may be irrelevant, but ideas would be there to help us sort out at the later stage. Okay, so we come to the very final stage, and that is the completion of this topic. I hope with the power of writing with POWER, you are going to really turn yourself into a good writer. Once you practice this power, you will be a good writer and effective too. I thank you all and wish you all the best.